Day 21. We've locked it inside Lab 2. It's too large to contain in any of the standard pods, so we had no choice but to confine it here. The tissue itself is now generating new nerves, feeding off of something. Journal entry number 1. Day 1, March 7th, 2018. I'm Dr. Simon Keller, and Project GOLEM is finally underway. After months of theorizing, today marks our first experiment in regrowing human nerves and tissue. We've started with the heart, the essential organ, and if we're successful, we could change the future of medicine, healing traumatic injuries, even regenerating entire organs. It's ambitious, maybe too ambitious, but I have faith in the team and in our work here. This lab is entirely off the books, funded by a government department that doesn't officially exist. Nothing is supposed to get out, not even the results. But we're here for progress, not recognition. Let's see if we can change the world. Journal entry number 5, Day 9. The initial results have been promising. In a petri dish, we've managed to stimulate growth on a small cluster of cells. It's just a few nerve fibers connected to a tiny sample of heart tissue, but it responds to electrical impulses exactly as a normal human heart would. It's like watching life form out of nothing. We're moving faster than expected. I'm surprised, maybe even a little unnerved, but who wouldn't be with this kind of progress? One thing that bothers me, though, it's growing faster than anticipated. Journal entry number 12, Day 15. It's outgrown the petri dish. We transferred it to a small containment pod, but the growth is accelerating exponentially. The tissue is spreading, merging, regenerating, forming something cohesive. It's no longer just cells. It's taking shape, forming veins and arteries, as though it's following some primal instinct to become whole. The team is fascinated, but I'm beginning to feel an unshakable unease. It's like this thing has a will of its own. Journal entry number 22, Day 21. We've locked it inside Lab 2. It's too large to contain in any of the standard pods, so we had no choice but to confine it there. I feel like we're trying to keep a monster in a cage. The growth is out of control, and we can't explain it. I've tested and retested the formulas, the growth factors, the electrical stimulants, everything. But there's nothing to account for this rate of expansion. The tissue itself is now generating new nerves, feeding off of something. The air, the energy in the room. I can't explain it, but it's clear that we've created something that isn't merely alive. It's aware. Journal entry number 30, Day 26. We're in deep trouble. Today, it extended one of its appendages, for lack of a better word, toward the lab door. The nerves are not just mindlessly growing anymore. They're moving, like they're exploring, searching for something. It's only a matter of time before it finds a way out. The team is getting anxious, but there's no one we can call. This project is off the books. No one knows about us, and even if they did, they'd probably choose to look the other way. I fear we're all trapped in here with it. Journal entry number 35, Day 29. It's consuming everything. Lab equipment, power sources, anything remotely electrical. All of it is somehow being drawn into this thing. The more it consumes, the faster it grows. The team is terrified. A few tried to leave, but the lab doors are locked down, and our clearance codes no longer work. There's no way out. I've reached out to the higher-ups, pleading for extraction, or at the very least, containment protocols. Their response, silence. I'm beginning to think they intend to keep us here, to seal us off, bury the entire facility. Journal entry number 38. Final entry. March 30th, 2018. If you're reading this, then somehow this journal survived. The team is gone. One by one, they either disappeared or... I don't know. But I found traces, blood, clothes, torn fragments. It's like this thing is consuming everything in its path. And now, there's no one left but me. The lights are flickering. I know it's draining the facility's energy. Soon, it'll outgrow this room and then... God, help us all.